Okay.
What about you? Any experiences of hate on OU's campus, and then also just other areas of life?
I would say that I experienced just peripheral hate, just like walking by and hearing somebody use the F word, or what was it? Some people who would just like sit around and comment, say, "He's really sweet," and just like I guess it's more commentary, but met out of ignorance, basically. Yeah.
Do you think that the OU campus is very supportive, or in general not so? Do you think we have somewhere to go, really?
I think what needs to happen is just more of what's already going on. It's easy to feel how supportive and active we are with regard to supporting LGBT people on campus right now, but it needs to be not just like a month. I think our LGBT center always needs the funding support and the the involvement from allies and that sort of thing. So I think there's basically just an awareness that needs to be maintained throughout the year.
Okay. And then is there a difference, have you experienced any difference between how faculty members or adults treat you versus students and younger people? Do you think that younger people are more open?
I think that younger people are more open because I feel like as college students, we take pride in being able to take our own opinion and voice it. And older people, they are already set in their opinion. So if they don't like something, they're not going to want to change it.
I found a lot of faculty and staff to be very supportive, but that might be, like in the residence halls, I know that diversity is one of the goals that the staff, the RAs, everyone's supposed to program around and really support. And then I guess faculty, maybe I've just been lucky, but I remember walking around the campus seeing faculty wearing gay Fine By Me shirts, just to make that statement that it's okay with them if you're gay, it doesn't matter to them in any sort of negative way. So I think out of maturity, I've seen a lot of faculty and staff show more open-mindedness than my peers.
Do you think people talk enough about LGBT issues? Do you think that we tend to kind of like just throw it under the rug and not address it as much as we need to? What about you, Micah?
I think we talk about it, just not in an informed way enough. So I think, there are programs on this campus that make it really easy where you can have a speak out panel of students coming to tell their coming out stories and answer questions like similar to those that you're asking, but also just free for all kind of questions, the things that people really want to know and try and understand. I think that is the more valuable kind of talking about it than what happens when you're just with your friends talking about like how weird it is or how you don't understand it, or that you know somebody or have a class with someone who you think is weird because they seem gay.
Yeah. What about you, Jamila?
I agree with that. It's basically everything he just says.
What do you think the ignorance comes from certain students or whoever you may meet who's not accepting, or who may, especially those who act in a way that's demeaning to people who are either gay or bisexual or lesbian?
I think it comes from their surroundings. If they're brought up in an open household that accepts everything for what it is and how things are, then I think that people kind of grow up and they are more accepting. But if they're in a maybe conservative household, they are probably more closed-minded and won't accept things.
What about you, Micah?
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I think there's a lot of power in your peers, and if you've got people around you who are saying affirming things about people in general, gay, black, regardless, different religions, I think if you got people who keep an open mind about that around you, then you're more likely to have an open mind.
Thank you both, Jamila and Micah, for both being here and sharing your experiences. We'll be right back after this break.